I'm Virginia McGathey here on the floor at the CME Group reporting on the grain market. Today, soybeans sharply lower. Seems the weekend rain in Argentina did trigger some sell-off, and the market sent the market a little bit lower, and I think there's been a little bit more follow-through selling. We're down almost 26 cents. But interestingly enough, that rain is still not enough to mitigate that crop damage. So it's kind of a wonder that maybe the markets have been a little bit overbought, although it's still been coming down for the last couple of days. There has been some commercial selling, but you still have to watch out because the longs are still remaining. But now there's a couple of things happening. That the worry is that China is looking to use soybeans as a weapon for their trade wars, perhaps implementing some tariffs themselves. That would definitely slow down our markets somewhat, and it really create a wrinkle that we haven't seen in many decades. So we have to watch that closely. Now, the corn was also lower. It seems that the U.S. supplies of that old crop are still pretty plentiful, and so that's really putting some pressure on it. And all the farmers are kind of like watching what's going on for corn and soybeans, because this weaponizing of for the trade war with China will definitely hurt corn as well. But it seems like that we're looking ahead, that in the Corn Belt there has been really good moisture, and we're expecting that with the number of acreage that is going to bode well for the corn markets, and so that's bringing in a little bit of selling. But I will say this, that the investors still are very, very bullish down the road. So they're long futures and options in corn and soybeans. Now, we've not normally seen the markets in the electronic platform with a weather market, and so it's very possible that this is just part of the volatility swing. Wheat also fell double digits. I mean, it's improved weather in like Kansas definitely is pressuring the futures. However, it's still dry in Oklahoma and in Texas, and it seems that there was some commercial selling, and some bearish momentum has been building since March 1st. That being said, it's still dry. We don't know exactly what the crop damage is going to be in the South for the winter wheat. When that happens, we'll be able to gauge that a little bit better. And there is, even though somewhat of some unknowns out there, but the stock market is down almost 400 points. That's also adding to the negative sentiment in the selling and putting pressure on all the markets across the board. So let's see if we can have a turnaround Tuesday tomorrow. That's all from the floor at the CME Group here in Chicago. I'm Virginia McGathey.